We're glad you're watching Fashion Watch. Good evening, and thanks for joining us once again right here on Citizen TV. Every Saturday we bring you Fashion Watch. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Talk to us using SMS number 22422. Our panel of experts every Saturday on Fashion Watch. Let me start from this end with Ian Mbugua. He is a celebrity thespian, and he will be critiquing your fashion trends in the week that was. That is Ian Mbugua. Also with us, award-winning fashion journalist Carol Odero, looking at what you wore in the week that was and telling you who wore it best and who did not do such a good job. Also with us is image consultant and motivational speaker Robert Burale. Robert, you've been on the road.
Yes, I have.
So, yeah, welcome back. Robert Burale is with us in studio this evening, and he's looking at the trends that we'll be critiquing this week, and of course celebrity fashion stylist Annabelle Onyango, also with us every Saturday on Fashion Watch, and looking at what was trending this week. So let's begin with the latest, and this is what we're starting with this week. This is DJ Piera McKenna. She is currently expectant, as you can see, and she has been spotted severally, you know, just on the decks, going on with her usual hustle on the ones and twos. Let's talk about this look, Annabelle. Let's begin with you. Piera, as we know her for her sexy, well-toned body, now expectant and, you know, still stepping out, all dolled up. What do you think about this look?
I mean, women, hey, aren't we beautifully made by God? You know, it doesn't matter if we are, 19 and our body is, right and tight and we're a size 6, or we're pregnant. I mean, we are just stunning. Women are beautiful. Piera is beautiful, whether she's pregnant or not. And I love the simplicity of this. I mean, I think maternity fashion, especially when it's formal, can be very challenging. And you see Piera here doing something really simple. I love the slits actually on the bottom. I think that's a really sweet but demure touch. I think she looks so beautiful. I wish she hadn't worn that sort of adornment in her hair. I think that's one piece too many. But otherwise, the dress is beautiful on her.
Robert?
Oh, I think she looks absolutely fantastic. I prefer this as opposed to the other trend where expectant ladies go for the bare tummy photo. I think she looks respectable and absolutely very, very smart. You have
an issue with the bare tummy photo because?
I just think maybe for African culture maybe, is because I would not want, if I get married and my wife is pregnant, and I don't want everybody seeing her tummy, her bare tummy. It's just an African thing. I may be old-fashioned, but she's dressed very well and looks absolutely fantastic.
Okay, so Robert digressed, Carol, and I see you in complete shock. Where did that come from? But yes, what do you think about Piera's look?
I love this look on Piera. It's a very, a woman in full bloom look for her, and she looks very elegant and still very essential as a pregnant woman, because when you're pregnant it can be very difficult to feel beautiful, not just to look beautiful, because you find it challenging to find what works for you. I'm not sure about the headpiece that she's wearing. I feel like it's taking away from the beauty of her face. It's a bit much, but other than that the outfit is great. The colors are very neutral, and so it makes the whole look work for her, because it's something very clean-cut, very simple, very minimalist, and sometimes less really is more.
Okay, yeah. So another win from Carol. And you, Ian?
Well, Piera is one energetic girl, and she's always in the public, and she's enjoying her pregnancy to the maximum. And she's not going to hide herself away until she gives birth. She knows she will still be in the public eye, and she's done a really fantastic job, and I know she's just going to keep doing that till she pops.
Yes. Okay, so tell us what you think about DJ Piera's look. Hashtag is Fashion Watch, and let's proceed. So let's talk about this African print. Robert, what's going on here?
I'm totally confused as a person herself, because it's like someone was caught in between two worlds, trying to do this and that, and when you try too much you kill it. Even her facial expression is a woman saying, I know I don't look good. So decide which way you want to go and just go for it full force. But when you're caught in between two places, the right leg is on a banana peel, the left leg on a slippery floor, you will fall.
Okay, and then maybe she was caught unawares.
I don't think so. This one was ready for that photo. She was just gloomy.
Annabelle, what's going on here? What is this look? Do you understand this look?
I don't understand it, and I understand many looks, Lillian. I mean, I feel like Bob says, I think the pose would have gone a long way. If she had shown confidence, then I would have maybe, you know, gotten in and I'd be like, you know, this girl is owning what she's wearing, but she's not owning it, and therefore, it just, all the elements, you know, the crop top, the overskirt, the statement necklace, the big hair, it's a lot happening, you know, the mismatched shoes. I think this is too much happening, unfortunately. And I think young girls sometimes do too much in an effort to make a statement, but sometimes you just need to pare it down and keep it simple.
A win or a fail for you, Carol?
Well, this is proof of how young someone really is, because, you know, you grow and experiment, and I think as you grow older, you keep taking things off as opposed to adding them. She's a very beautiful young woman. You can see she has a great body. She could have worn anything she wanted to. It's just there's a little too much going on with this look. I'm not sure why she has it like pants, and then there's a skirt, then there's a crop top, and it doesn't flatter her in any particular way. So if she would have just kept it simple, you know, just gone for something very basic, even if just going for something black and that's it, it would have worked for her.
Okay, and maybe Ian has something nice to say about this.
Deer caught in the headlights. She just turned and the camera was there, and oh gosh, I wish I had not worn this.
But who is the designer? You know,
sorry,
because this is a designer who
total fail.
Maybe she's a designer.
Total fail, total fail.
Yeah.
You just really don't understand what's going on there. Really.
Okay, let's proceed. So that's an epic fail as far as the panel is concerned. Okay, so let's move away from that and talk about this suspenders and the red bow tie and the blue pants. Okay, let me start with you, Carol. What do you think?
Wow. Well, I think, you know, this is a great look, by the way. Incidentally, he got all the elements right. The thing is, what is off is the proportions, because it makes his upper body look heavier and then his lower body look smaller. So if you would have gone with, paired it with a darker color at the top, then it might have balanced out his proportions, because, I mean, the look is pulled off fine. I mean, the suspenders, the bow tie, it's something that works as an idea. If you know what you're doing and you're stylish, it can work for you as a man. And the hat and the shoes seem to have a relationship. It's not one of those things where it's working on its own. It might have worked, it's just, it probably needed a bit more styling.
Annabelle, what are you thinking?
I mean, you can tell this is obviously a quirky personality. Take one thing off. Take one thing off. If he had taken, for example, the hat off, I think that would have worked. If he had taken maybe the bow tie off, or take one thing off. Don't go out with too many accessories on. But you can see, I mean, this is obviously, you know, he's a character.
Ian?
I like it just the way it is.
Yeah.
Seriously. I think the only problem is the angle of the cameras that makes him look like, you know,
yes,
like a triangle. Yes. But I love that.
Robert, I see you agreeing.
I would wear that.
You would wear that?
Yes, I would.
I see you agreeing.
Yes, I think this is one of the best coordinated look. What he has done, you have to have the third eye to realize what Carol said, that the hat and the shoe have something going on, the suspenders and the bow tie also. And I'm glad he has not done the mistake I see most Kenyan men doing, having suspenders and a belt.
Yes.
So I think it's a good look, but the cameraman did not do him any favors. And of course, as you can tell, he's a very, very confident personality, whoever he is.
Okay.
Character.
Yeah. So what do you think about the suspenders and the bow tie? Please share. Hashtag is Fashion Watch. So this is Blankets and Wine, and this is Muthoni, the drama queen. You know her for Blankets and Wine. That is her concept. That is her gig. And this is her on stage on Sunday at the Ngong Racecourse. This was during Blankets and Wine, and she has a sisal skirt on. That is a sisal skirt. You know, the ones we used to wear during drama festivals, for those of you who went to Kawaida school. Let's start with you, Ian. Muthoni is a performing artist.
There's a reason why she's called drama queen. She's always dressing outrageously, especially when she's on stage. Off stage, she has kind of changed her style, and for this she's gone back to Muthoni the entertainer, and I love that. I like it.
Annabelle, what are you thinking about this look on Muthoni being on stage? Because I saw the pictures she took later and even before. This is not what she was wearing when mingling out there.
Yes.
So what do you think about this look for a performing artist?
Yes, I mean, Mudhani the Drummer Queen, she's a consummate performer in the sense that you saw her at the event and she was mingling with the people and she was dressed completely different. And then when she got on stage, she changed into her performance clothes.
That's her there.
And clothes are performance. That's what they're part of the show. And she's bringing us show in that grass tutu skirt. She's a big fan of this sort of A-line full skirt, and she does it in different mediums, different fabrics. And here she's doing it for the first time in grass. I love it, and it's pink grass. Actually, it's pink. I mean, I think she really brings it visually for people who are watching her, and I love the way her backup dancers are actually all in black, so they disappear, and she becomes really the center of the show.
Out, yes.
Yeah, and she's very consistent, and whoever styles her, which I think is Mary Lugano, does such a good job.
Okay, so away from Mudhani and her onstage look, let's talk about Patricia Kihoro, who Mudhani is standing with there, and Patricia is another bombshell. She's featured on the Fashion Watch regularly. Caro, let's talk about this look, the boots, the jeans, the Ankara shirt. What do you think?
Well, I like this look on Patricia. I mean, Patricia always has a sense of occasion. She knows what to wear when she's supposed to turn up and when she's supposed to dress down. This works for an outdoor event, you know, especially when it has been raining. Then the boots, the jeans tucked into boots can actually work for you. And I like that she's paired it with an Ankara shirt, because that's a very interesting way of pairing it. It's not a common way of doing it. When I see a lot of women try that, it's a very, I like it. I mean, it works for her. It's great.
Ian?
I like it. I really like, and her hair. I like her in short hair now. She's always different.
Yeah.
She's always comes up with surprising combinations. Love you, love you, love you.
Robert, I haven't heard from you. Let's talk about Patricia's look.
I don't think I've ever seen this lady look bad.
Yeah.
I can even say I think she looks good even in her pajamas. I mean, she just doesn't look bad.
Okay.
I've met her outside. I've met her on the streets.
With the pajamas?
No, I'm just saying, I'm underscoring. What I'm saying is that I have never ever seen her look bad, whether she's with the evening gown or this kind of look. Getting someone who can pull different function looks very well is very, very difficult, and it's kudos to her.
Okay, great look there on Patricia and Mudhani, but we'd like to know what you think. So I want to talk about this performing artist. You guys are free to share his name if you know
Blinky
who he
Bill.
is.
Blinky Bill.
Blinky Bill.
Wearing street. What's
Afro Street.
Yvonne? Afro Street.
Okay, so let's start with you, Ian. Again, another performing artist, and he's you know, wearing that very interesting shirt. I haven't seen that previously. I don't know if he has a t-shirt inside or if that's part of the shirt design. Let's talk about this look. Did you see this look up close and personal?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. This is really nice. And Just a Band are not your regular band members, not your regular music, you know. So when he dresses up like this is, for a performer, this is really, really nice. Yes.
Annabelle? Let's
Different.
talk about the shirt, the Ankara, that different, because I don't think we've seen that previously on the show, that particular cut of that shirt. Do you like it?
Lils, you know what? This isn't actually a shirt. It is a woman's, what do you call it? A dress.
A dress? Wow.
Yeah, it's a shift dress. It's made by Yvonne Afro Street Collections.
Interesting.
It was worn by Diana Porti on one of her 100 days.
Whoa!
And here we see it on Blinky Bill.
Fantastic!
It was a straight Kenyan male.
Oh, I like it.
Yes. And this is how fluid.
Forget your look, Robert. I like it. Did you know? If you had not known
If
that
you had not known this, you would have liked the look.
It's just,
but
it's
now
just
that
what
you
you're
know
saying.
the story,
It's now
then
that
you
Yeah, just the fact that I know this is a woman's outfit, I totally
Okay, let's wait for Annabelle to first.
Well, I was going to say that this really shows how fluid fashion can be. I mean, I think if we thought about a man wearing a dress, we would scoff.
Yes.
But then you see a man and you don't know it's a dress and you think it's nice. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the direction fashion is going into. You know, there's a lot of androgyny. Women wear men's clothes, men wear women's clothes, and it's got nothing to do with gender or sexuality. It's just that clothes are becoming for everybody. And I think Bill is such a fashion, he's such a fashion, how can I say, he pushes the boundaries, and Just a Band, the way they're really experimental with their music, they're really experimental with their fashion as well. And I mean, how bold and how good does Bill look?
So it's actually sleeveless?
Yeah, it's a dress.
A sleeveless dress.
It's a sleeveless
So he has
dress.
a t-shirt
Underneath. He's just styled it so it
Okay.
looks manly.
Wow. Robert,
Yes,
I'm curious. What are you thinking?
No, be very honest.
Yes.
If you had not known that it was a dress,
But
yeah,
he's a man with proper faculties working everywhere. I don't think as a man I'm going to consciously pick a woman's dress and put it on. Now, people might not have known, but inside, what was he feeling? I mean, I have a dress.
Sorry, Bob.
I don't agree.
You're wearing something that can be worn by her as like a dress.
But if she knows it is mine, then there's a problem.
I don't think she would have a problem wearing that.
That is her. I don't agree with any man wearing a woman's outfit.
No, hang on. Does he look good? Yes, no.
No.
You actually thought
you will not look good in a dress. My comment was going to be on the fitting. I was like, oh, it's well fitted. But the fact that it's a woman's outfit and
you did not know it was a woman's outfit.
With proper working conditions in as far as the oblongata is concerned, going to a wardrobe, picking a woman's outfit, I simply do not agree with it.
No.
Okay. Go to a designer.
I will take you back. I will take you back
me
to what Ian asked you. Does it look good?
No.
Come on.
It doesn't. The jeans look good. The hat looks good.
You're going to say the fitting is good.
I could be a typical man.
The moment this picture appeared on the screen, you started nodding your head.
Yes.
The fitting.
And then when you heard it's a dress,
listen, I've said in this show before, I'm a sucker for fitting clothes. But now, the fact that Diana Opoti wore it, it looked better on Diana Opoti. But a man wearing a woman's outfit
is wearing a dress, okay?
And you agree with the dress?
And we want to know what you think. For the guys watching, do you sometimes go into your girlfriend's closet and pick perhaps her little t-shirt because it looks like a muscle shirt on you? But then anyway, that's a totally different case scenario. Let's talk about this girl. I don't know if this is Nancy Moy. I'm not sure. Yes, this is Nancy Moy. She's a fashion stylist and blogger. I want to talk about her hot pants and her vest, and then that Annabelle. I mean, I want to be politically correct, so let me not call it what it's not. So tell us about this look. The kimono. Okay. So let's talk about this look, Annabelle, on Nancy.
Yeah, so Nancy Moy is a blogger, fashion. And here she is at Blankets and Wine, you know, in a festival look. And festival looks are usually very sort of, you know, outdoorsy, they're layered. She's wearing the kimono, which I really love. I love the black and white. It's really bold. I love the silhouette. It's, you know, really, it's great for summer, but it covers you up in a very contemporary way. I wish she hadn't accessorized it so much. I wish she wasn't wearing, for example, the hat and the glasses and the statement necklace. I feel like that's too much. I feel like the kimono itself is the statement, so everything else underneath it should just be very neutral to make it stand out. So if it was me, I would have worn neutral black and white inside so that the kimono really stands up and they're not competing with all the accessories.
Are there two people holding it up like that?
Possibly.
So it's not
it's probably not the wind.
Or no, it's not starched or wired like that.
She had a diva fan. It just blows wherever she walks.
Okay, so
the idea was good, but I think the execution was a little sloppy.
Carol, do you agree with Annabelle?
I agree completely. I mean, I love the kimono. It's very beautiful on its own. In fact, it's a very formal outfit. You can actually wear it in many different ways. But I just find that the dress and then the top and the hot pants, it's a very odd mix of formal and casual. So something about it is a bit incongruent. It doesn't work for me. And then there's also too much accessorizing, the hat and the glasses and then the necklace. So it's just if you want to make a statement, find a way to keep most of the things simple and then let one thing make the statement for you.
Okay, so let's move on and hear what the guys have to say about by the way, what do you think about Nancy Moy's look? Use the hashtag #FashionWatch. Okay, so here we go, and both these ladies are performing artists as well. I know Mayonde and is that Yvonne? I think so. I'm not. Yes, that is Yvonne. So let's talk about. They have a very similar look, particularly the skirts. And I want to start with you, Robert. Blankets and Wine, outdoor event. Let's begin with Mayonde's look, because she has, I think, Tim's on.
Mayonde is the one on my right.
Yes, yes, and then Yvonne has sandals on. So which look for you works better?
One with sandals, of course. The Tims, you simply don't do such a thing. It just kills the whole look. Return the shoes to your brother. It doesn't look good at all with the outfit.
No.
You see, if she had sandals, I mean, those are things you'd wear maybe with...
this is a performing artist. Remember that.
It doesn't give you the license to be careless with your dressing. It doesn't give you the license.
Specific way
those shoes look better with jeans or those army cargo pants and all that.
No,
but the way she's dressed,
no.
as Lina has asked, who pulled it off? I think the one with the sandals. Simply put, the one with the Tims just got the wrong shoes that killed the rest of the outfit.
Okay, so I want to get your thoughts. Ian, who wore it better?
Both of them are on par.
Yes.
on par.
I think we're being
Both of them
politically
pulled it
correct
off
here,
very
people.
well.
I agree with Ian.
Yes.
Not for political correctness.
Let's be objective.
No. Very objective. Her, what she's wearing together with those boots, fantastic.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a leather skater skirt, and
Yes.
you're seeing. I love the fact that there's a side-by-side picture because you see that there are different ways of wearing one same skirt. I love Mayonde on the right because I think the contrast of a feminine skirt with a very masculine shoe is very on trend. Again, she's a performing artist, and I think that's very appropriate for her to wear a chunky shoe with a very feminine skirt and crop top. Yvonne Dark as well, she's kept it classic, looks very feminine. She wasn't performing, and she looks equally as good. I think they're on par.
Yes, they are.
Carol, I haven't heard from you.
Well, I love Yvonne's look, by the way, from head to toe. I even love the hair. Love. She looks like Annabelle's twin sister. I'm not sure about...
So that's a better look for you.
I actually prefer that look mainly because of the fit of the skirt. I know this is a skater skirt, but there's a way a skater skirt is supposed to look. There's a flow it's supposed to have. It's supposed to have that A-line kind of fit. And the way Yvonne's leather skirt fits, I don't think it looks good as a skater skirt. So that's the problem I have with it. As for the boots, I actually have boots like that in black, and I've actually worn them with a skater dress. And you know, it's a very surprising look. Most people don't expect it because everybody is trying so hard to look feminine in a particular way.
Yes.
But there are very many ways to be interesting as a woman, and those are the choices you have when it comes to fashion.
Correct.
Surprising look?
Not
Yes.
Surprisingly bad.
No.
Okay, so Robert, clearly you're on your own on this one.
You're
But,
on your own.
but I do agree with Robert, actually, you know, show him some love. The hashtag is fashion. Because he doesn't like that look at all. So this is the invasion of the Lessos.
That's not Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh yeah, major resemblance, by the way.
Yes.
So this is the same event, and this is a Lesso outfit.
Look that on her neck, sorry.
Okay, yeah, so that's a collar, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me start with you, Robert.
I like the shit. Really, to be honest, I want to be very respectable. I don't like the Lesso outfit. The lady has a very standout look. I love her hair. Brilliant. But she has killed everything with that thing. And if you look at it properly, you'd think it's someone who's standing and someone painted a Lesso on top. It just looks off. With her powerful look and her nice hair, if she just dressed powerfully, it would be a complete 100% pass. But this one, it's like, as I say all the time, it's like driving a Range Rover Sport and playing loud music. There is no connection at all.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Annabelle, maybe you like this look.
Carol, I mean, Lils, you drive a Range Rover Sport. Don't you play loud music in your ride?
I do.
You girl.
Yeah.
This is a fashion outfit. You know, there's no way I can describe a fashion girl and the risks that fashion girls take. And you just see this girl across the field and you know immediately that this is a person who works in the industry and she doesn't care about, you know, flattering her figure for men or whatever it is. She's making a fashion statement, and that's what I appreciate about this look. I like it because it has a strong perspective, and I appreciate people who come with their bold perspective and they're really proud of it and they bring it.
Yeah, and then Carol, you're also in the fashion industry. The extremes, I don't know, because yes, so this is in you, it's in your blood, you love fashion, but then is it okay to walk out in fashion atrocities? Not that I'm saying it's a fashion atrocity, but some of these looks, I mean, really, okay, so tell us about this look.
Well, I think that the reason why people sometimes find fashion so hard to understand is because they're trying to understand it. There's some things you're not supposed to understand. You just look at it and then you either get the statement or you don't, and then you just move past it to the next thing. You know, you don't try so hard to think, but why? I just really, in fact, the more Robert kept talking about not liking this, the more I actually started liking it. You know, because all the things he was saying about it, I was starting to realize, but this is supposed to be a statement. It's not supposed to look like it's feminine and it's flattering and it's showing her small waist and her round hips and she's trying to be this embodiment of something sexy. It's just something that she's doing. She left the house and she thought, you know, there are people who will not like this, there are people who will not like my hair, but you know, hey, I'm just going to do it because I'm going to do me, and that's, you know, like.
But would you wear it?
That's what I would never wear anything like that. You know, I wouldn't. It's not for me. I have my own way of making my own statement. I mean, there are people who can't stand my hair. As far as I know, they would chop off my hair just because of my hair. You know, but for her, it works.
Ian.
I actually like it. Funny enough, when I look at it, the more I look at it, I think she actually thought about what she was going to wear, and she knew people would talk about this.
Yeah.
She wanted to make a statement. I mean, who would think of wearing that, whatever it is, choker on her neck that looks like a collar, and then this dress with her hair like that? I think she looks good.
Okay.
No.
And then pin drop silence. And then, I don't know. I think
Lillian, there's this statement we make a lot, that they're trying to make a statement. I think it's an excuse to look bad.
I don't think they're trying to make a
let's be honest.
statement.
And if you're a fashion icon or a fashion designer,
I really don't care what people think. I am going to dress like this, whether they like it or not. I feel good about it, and I'm the one who matters.
If you look at the image, this woman has a powerful look.
Look at the way she's standing.
Yes, you have said that.
Exactly.
Yes, and I mean, but
look at the
what
way
I'm saying
she's standing. She's confident.
Saying that you want to make a statement is not a way to justify dressing in a crazy way. To be honest,
Burala would say she's standing and saying, I make no apology for the way I am dressed.
Okay, so let's talk about the lesso. Actually, a lot of you on Twitter hated this look, and I was following your tweets earlier because our online guy actually, posted some of these photos, and a lot of you thought that this was a terrible, terrible, terrible interpretation of the lesso or whatever it is that I saw out there. But share your thoughts. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Okay, so this is Najib Balala, and Robert, you are such a groupie. Anyway, so that's Robert there. Robert was emceeing, this function where Honorable Najib Balala was opening what? The Giraffe Arc?
The Giraffe Arc Lodge, fantastic place in Nyeri.
Okay, so tell us what he was wearing.
I mean, this outfit, the moment he came out, I told him, Honorable, you look fantastic. And this was, and I think he had suspenders. And people mistake something, when you have suspenders, some people use suspenders on very baggy trousers, and it pulls it so up and it looks bad on the mid area. Now, you realize he didn't have a belt, he had suspenders on the inside, but the trouser is in place. And the blue shirt with that color coat was looking good, and he had happy socks with suede brown shoes. He pulled it off 150%.
So this is linen, or it's just...
it was linen.
Okay.
It was some hard kind of linen. He looked fantastic. I mean, just as fantastic as Giraffe Arc Lodge. It was a good time.
Yeah, yes. And somebody actually looks better than you for the first time. Let me hear from you, Annabelle. This look, the color coordination, and I think those are 2 pocket squares, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. Let's talk about this look. For you, is it working?
I mean, the Honorable Najib Balala, he's just this consummate, perfectionist in his fashion. I mean, as a member, I think he's like the only member of the cabinet who just is consistently dapper and is consistently has a point of view about his fashion. You can tell he doesn't just throw things on. Everything is considered, everything is tailored. This is a summer suit in light colors, very difficult to pull off. He's done it excellently. Like Bob says, the accessories, the different color pocket squares, I think that's 2. Very bold. And I love the fact that if the producer will show us his shoes, he's wearing a brown suede shoe, which is the perfect match, I think, to this kind of a summer suit. And I love the fact that, he's a man of a particular age, of a particular weight, and he doesn't feel like he needs to wear these slim fit suits that fit awkwardly. He's just wearing a regular cut suit that fits him to perfection. This man can do no wrong in my eyes.
Carol.
It's kind of hard to trump what Annabelle just said. But you see, the reason I love this, love it, is because when you go for functions and you see a lot of powerful people at functions, what happens is they, more often than not, tend to wear darker colors. So there is an outdoor event, you're opening an outdoor function, and you are wearing a summer suit. It's all these colors, and the color scheme that you're wearing, it's perfect for that kind of environment. So you need to have a look that's versatile enough to do formal in an office, to do an outdoor event, and to do a tuxedo event. And Balala does that all round very, very well. So it's a very elegant way of doing it. You don't force a tie when it is not appropriate. You don't insist on wearing dark colors when it is an outdoor event. You don't insist on wearing black shoes just because that's all you've got.
Okay. Ian.
I can't add anything else to what you've said. Love it, love it, love it.
Lillian,
yes.
The lady, she's the acting CEO of Brand Kenya. That is a case of dressing powerfully, yet still not losing out on your age. She didn't dress, she's a young lady, and when you get to power, sometimes you want to dress in these old boring suits. And I think that is an example of how ladies should dress powerfully, but still keeping in line with your age.
Okay. Hashtag is Fashion Watch. Your tweets? Okay, so before your tweets, again, this beautiful photo was taken today during the Thanksgiving service at Afraha Stadium in Nakuru. And these two ladies are very significant, were very significant in today's celebrations, because this is William Ruto's mother, the lady in the blue dira, or bubu if you like, and then the lady in the red, that is Mama Ngina Kenyatta, that is President Uhuru Kenyatta's mother. So, two ladies, probably, same age, and dressed totally differently. Mama Ngina Kenyatta going all African, and William Ruto's mother choosing to wear that, conventional hat, or modern hat, if you like. I want to start with you, Carol. Your thoughts?
It's sometimes so hard to critique older women, especially women like this. But I just feel that if you're an older, powerful woman, then there is so much more that you can say with your clothes. And you make the statements in the nuances, in your accessories, in your jewelry, in how you wear your makeup, how you do your hair. Sometimes it goes beyond just the fit of the dress. It's not just about the fact that it's a boo-boo or it's a muumuu and it looks like it's a bit shapeless, which is what, when you grow older, you tend to want to desexualize yourself as a woman. And I see that a lot with a lot of older women. In this case, I see Mama Ngina is wearing, what she's wearing is very, she keeps herself very elegant, very feminine, very beautiful. She's always on top of her game when it comes to style. I've never seen Ruto's mom before, but I know that this hat, again, the hat, a very common thing to wear. It's just, as you get older, it's good to have a stronger sense of self, because that will come across in your fashion. And the stronger your sense of self, the more elaborate your fashion is, the more and the clearer understanding you have of what you're supposed to wear, like Mama Ngina does. So as you grow older, I think it's better to clean it up and polish it off, and then find what works for you, as opposed to copying what you think you used to wear in your 40s, and then you're in your 50s, and then you're in your 60s and 70s. It has to change as you grow older.
And for the older ladies, Ian, do they really have a choice in what they wear, or do we dictate that as their grandchildren, as their children? Do we say, Mom, this is what I want you to wear?
Sometimes they say what they want to wear. Other times it's the kids who tell them, no, this is what you're going to wear. You look very nice in this, and they're at that stage where I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue. Bring it, I'll put it on.
Okay, Annabelle, Ian, which look works better for you, Annabelle?
I mean, I think women of a particular age, African women, tend to defer always to traditional African looks because they're very flattering and they're forgiving looks. I love Mama Ngina's look. I love a coordinated look. I love something that looks like, the fabrics were bought together and they were sewn like they were going to be a complete outfit. And I think that's a really refined way of looking at fashion, and I think she's done a really good job of that. Her counterpart, the older Mrs. Ruto, I wish she hadn't worn the scarf, because I feel like that looks very sort of, I'm cold and I'm just going to throw something uncoordinated on. So I would say Mama Ngina takes the ticket for me. She looks really great.
Okay, for you, which look works better?
I think they both look good, because considering their age, and this is the mother to the president and the vice president, you don't want them to put too much makeup to compete with their daughters-in-law. So at their age,
but I think... But notice that Mama Ngina Kenyatta has makeup on, actually.
Yes, but I don't think even the deputy president's mother having what she's put on her neck, I think when you reach to a certain age, there's so many things that are not of importance. Here they just came there to support their children, but also looking elegant without stealing attention. So I think their age...
Why are they not important?
No, because, for example, if my mother turned 80, I would be surprised if she asked me to buy her eye pencil, because that's not important at that age. That is not important. So at a certain age, it's not about looking sexy, it's about looking respectable. And owing to the fact that these are the parents to the two most powerful people in the country, eyes will be on them. So you can imagine eye pencil drooping because it's hot, then we'll be saying that they should not be doing that at their age. So I think we need to allow them to be their age and maintain their respect in society.
You don't realize she's actually wearing makeup, right?
Yes, but not
I can even see the blush on her face.
I know, I think it's saying at an age...
She has a lot of makeup.
Yeah, but I mean, why would you fault in anything such people? Not because of who they are, but even if they're just two normal people at this age, you'd not even wonder why, even if she put a yellow scarf, at that age, when it gets cold, you just have to be warm. It's about your health more than anything. That is my humble opinion.
You're assuming that it was cold, so it probably was not. But anyway, let's take your tweets. There we go. Cynthia, DJ Pierre looks awesome and decent. Keep it up. Kevin, Modoni is a real drama queen. She does it in her own way. I like it. Genya, performing artists seek to be unique. The guy who opted for a dress just wanted to stand out, and he did.
And he did.
Brian, Bob should relax. That man looks amazing. It's creative. Plus, he's an artist. It absolutely works for him.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
So we'll close with your closing remarks, Bob.
Yes, I understand what Brian has said, but I still stand that even if you want to look creative, maintain your masculinity. I'm crazy for that.
He didn't look masculine.
He did not lose it.
Oh,
no, just the fact that he knew that he picked a woman's dress already.
It's the fact that you were told.
Okay.
If you had
the key word here, I'll have the last one.
Okay.
The last word is, please, gentlemen, do not go dressing in ladies' outfits. Just get a good designer, dress well. If you want a tight fitting cloth, do it, but for males.
But when you coming in a dress next week,
when Ian himself, who is supporting that gentleman,
this is from the RB company.
I will come in a dress next week.
Okay.
I'll ask the security to kick you out.
Well, that was interesting. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Thanks for your time. Have a lovely evening.
Yes.